The question of the day: is there fire where there seems to be just a little bit of smoke? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
He got me vlogging this shit.
Bro, what?
What happened, bro?
They said they don't want me back.
Real shit.
I swear.
Welcome to Coolin with Coach Breeze. So since we talking about it, if y'all haven't already seen it, that was a clip of Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels on the phone with his best friend and former college teammate, for the time being, current 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk, about the team not wanting him anymore. Now, I don't know what he meant by posting it. You don't know what he meant by posting it, but I'm pretty sure he meant something by posting that video. Whether he was trolling or trying to send a message, the message got out. Whatever the message was, it got out. Which begs the question, what does it actually mean? Now, I know Brandon Aiyuk has been trying to get a new contract for quite some time, at least all offseason, probably going back into last season. But the sad reality for him is that the 49ers are a team that is loaded on offense, with or without him. I'm talking about Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. They just drafted Ricky Parasol. Like, they don't actually need Brandon Aiyuk. They could have drafted his replacement already. Like, we just don't know. Now, as far as the Commanders go, you have this brand new shiny toy, number 2 overall pick, rookie quarterback, presumably your franchise quarterback for the next 10, 12, 15 years maybe. Of course you want to surround him with plenty of weapons. You have Terry McLaurin, you have Jahan Dotson, you just signed Zach Ertz, you drafted Ben Sinnott, you drafted Luke McCaffrey, like you signed Jameson Crowder. There are weapons all over the place, not to mention the unproven players that are still in his roster. That being said, how much does giving up assets to get a player like Brandon Aiyuk help the long-term build of your football team? I know he's not old. He's like 25, 26 years old, if that. But you're risking hurting his development and chemistry with those current players by giving him somebody, his best friend, essentially. I know me. If my best friend is out there, he down there somewhere. Like, yeah, Terry cool, but I know what Brandon can do. Like, you risk hurting that development and chemistry part of it, and who knows what it takes to get that kind of player. First round pick, second round pick, third round pick. Not all three combined, but one of those three for sure. Maybe a player that you don't want to give up, that you believe in. Not to mention the fact that you're going to have to sign him to a fat contract once you get him on your roster. Like, I just don't know if it's long-term beneficial to go and get a player of Brandon Aiyuk's caliber. Although he's a great player, I think if you're talking about the 49ers and the Commanders, just those two teams, I don't think Brandon Aiyuk has any leverage in that regard. The 49ers don't need you, and the Commanders probably don't really want to give up what it's going to take to get you. I mean, long story short, I would love to have a player that talented to put Brandon Aiyuk with Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson, and then the lower guys on that roster have a chance to develop. It can be more role-defined players. I just ultimately don't think the Commanders have or want to give up what it takes to get him. And like I said, the 49ers don't really need him, so they can just let him sit there until he be as mad as he wants to be and post all the videos he wants to be. You're still under contract here. You can show up when you want to show up, and until then, you will get fined. It's a messed up situation, but it's a business. That's just how it kind of goes. Now, for the sake of Brandon Aiyuk, I hope he ends up on a team that pays him and plays him, and he earns every bit of whatever contract he gets. If that's the Commanders, great. If that's the 49ers, look out. Otherwise, just stay out the NFC East, bro. That's all I'm worried about. As a fan, as a football fan, I'm going to enjoy whatever happens. But as a Commanders fan, stay out of my division unless you're playing for my team. That being said, this little 18-second video has probably caused way too much discussion and conversation already today, and I would be remiss if I didn't just add my 2 cents into it. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all coming in, kicking it with me, cooling it with me, and we'll be back. It's Coach Breeze. Gone.